So I wanted to take this opportunity to just chat a little bit about what Hypno Reiki is. So I'm a hypnotherapist, and in 1994, when I was a teenager, I had a near-death experience. I soon after discovered hypnotherapy and loved the neuroscience part. I thought it just explained how our brains as human beings work. It gave me so much insight into language and how our brain only takes things in a positive format. I was super fascinated. So I started folding these learnings, this knowledge of hypnotherapy, into acting. And I was able to help actors push past emotional blocks or go through emotional blocks and find freedom within themselves. As this was progressing, I, through my own experience and experience with my clients, was noticing that people often had a physical symptom that accompanied the emotion. So they would feel it in their bodies in a special way. After working with teachers, mentors, working through yoga, I received my Usui Reiki practitioner certification in 2003-ish. And at that point, I had noticed enough about my own body and where my memories and emotions were stored, and enough through working with actors who are, for the most part, empathic. They're learning how and why someone is behaving a certain way. They're trying to associate and understand that process. So in itself, that's a type of therapy. To be argued or not, to be discussed or not. But through that process, what I discovered was that the body holds feelings. We hold on to emotions. And so the beautiful thing about hypnotherapy is that we are relearning, we are restructuring the way that we learned or felt about something. And this breaks down limiting decisions and ideas. When I started coupling it with Reiki, with the body work, we would have this beautiful and holistic experience where the client was cognitively working things out and subconsciously working things out. And then their physiology was responding with the Reiki. So I was able to notice a 360 approach with my clients, a holistic approach. We were approaching the mind, the body, and the soul, or the cosmic self, the energetic being, all in the same practice. That is why I am such a huge fan of Hypno Reiki, because of the efficacy that it holds, this ability to get to all three selves in one therapy session, instead of just going and just speaking about it and letting that conscious mind run its programming. And if the client is clever, boy, you are there for a long time because they're clever. If you're just approaching the energy work, then the decisions aren't being made and the learning stays the same. It's just constantly flushing out the energy. Well, the energy is going to replace itself. Those behavioral patterns and ways of thinking aren't addressed and changed. That same energy is going to build up in the same spot. And so bridging the two together has been an absolute pleasure as a therapist, because I see this whole sustainable new way of being evolving. And that's why I'm super excited to host Hypno Reiki sessions and to offer them to the public. So if Hypno Reiki is something that is interesting to you, stay tuned. I will be offering some Hypno Reiki meditations that will be specifically designed for the general public.